So here's another SEO too that you add on to the other ones that we'll have discussed already and the ones that we'll be discussing, and understand what the pros and what the benefits you get out here. Google reviews are normally displayed higher on the page results than Yelp. That's okay too. Why not have both of them ranked high? And it's free as well, so something. And that here algorithm. No, and this is a good thing too. There's no pressure. You don't ever anybody calling you from Google Business trying to sell you any ads. That's the pro there. And then here's some of the cons. Since Yelp's been out there a lot longer than Google review business, this is the thing right now. They haven't quite caught up yet. So you do get less views compared versus Yelp. But if you're doing both, you're hitting both sides of it. So that's just something to know. This is probably true a little bit if you don't. Once you get in Google Business, it's kind of hard to maneuver a little bit because you have so many different icons out there you can go to, so you can get lost a little bit. And this too, this is negative here is that if you do get a bad review in Yelp, at least you can go in there and comment about it. Here, if they give you a bad review, you can't dispute it and say, hey, that's not really the story. Here's what really happened. So that's kind of a negative. So Yelp is at least better on that part because at least you can follow back up with the customer and say, hey, I did rectify this. I came back, fixed whatever I did, any damages or anything like that. At least there's shown that you did do something about it. Here, it doesn't allow you to do that. So that's a real negative on that part. So, so if I had a preferred method, I'd do Yelp first and then do Google Business or Google Reviews. If you're not familiar, we can help you with that. So, anyways, any questions with that? I thought I'd share this with you. I thought it was really kind of insightful to look at those two different ones. Okay, so here, so here's ours. We have a couple different ones. Of course, these are paid ads. And what I did here, I just went to Yelp itself. I want to see where I rank because I jump up and down. We jump up and down. This KJ Junk Removal has 20. And he has a good response time too. He says 20 minutes, and that really helps your ranking. So when they're doing a search for Dallas Junk Removal or Frisco, yours will pop up in there. Junk Genius, I was 3. Some reason I jumped down to 5. We have our other one, JunkGuysdfw. It's down number 7. But you can see here that was not managed very much. Response more than a week, but it's still high. It's still high. 40 views. Actually, I have more 12. But like I say, when I have new customers who just sign up and ask for a review, if they don't use Yelp for the first time, it's not included in this star rating. It's out there, but it's not influencing or impacting or helping me rank higher. But you can see I'm 10 minutes. That's the best. I'm trying to get down to 5 minutes, but that helps overall here too. And of course, our number here. And if you click on it, and here, see, here's I was talking about a request quote.
Does it go to 5 minutes or is it 10?
I think 10 is the best you can do. I mean, I'll try. I mean, when I get it, man, I'm on it like poop on Steam. Steam on poop. You know, that analogy, but it really does. I mean, doing this too, it has pops up here too. But when I hit a request, I know it's going to a few of us. I don't know how many, but if you can respond timely and give them a quote and pricing, they usually reach back out to you first. Or nice thing too, they do ask for your quote. Someone will put a number in there, and so as I do, you always want to respond because that impacts your response time, and you want to call them as well too. Hey, this is Tony on JunkGuys. Just got your quote on Yelp. I'm just giving you a call. How can I help you?
So you have a Yelp app on your phone?
Yeah, you download it on your phone. So all these apps that are out there, Google Business,
Sam,
Carlos, you want to talk to you.
Watch out with the camera behind you, okay?
If you're signed into them, you get responses, they automatically pop up, and you see the react.
You're good.
Having
Don't
your
move.
laptop, that's OC.
Don't move.
Everything here, and what you need is on your iPhone or a Galaxy phone, but there's apps out there you want to search. Craigslist apps out there. So you have to be at your laptop. So if you had to sign your Craigslist on your phone, and you're in between jobs, you're at a red light, get in there real quick, or whatever you're doing, you can do it all, in an app. If you want to, But you
oh yeah, no, I can't with this phone.
There's no excuse to not maintain
Okay.
Yelp pages or posting because you're going to
Get a hold of me in a minute.
Find it. Yeah. So you want to download that. Make sure you stay signed to your account.
You gotta just do the response time. We saw a big increase when we did the response time. It was big time. For some reason, it makes us relevant. I didn't realize that it was. I didn't either. This motherfucker, I forced him to. I said, you're in charge of Yelp.
when it's
And he was
30
like,
minutes
okay,
before,
what else? I said,
you
just
could
fucking
go on
constantly,
to
yep.
request a
And
code, and just like what we do,
that's what he did,
put
just
the
yelp.
test
Yeah.
and respond real quick, and then it goes lower, and then if you go back again and put, just type it into yourself.
Yeah.
Or you're doing a test or whatever, and then it keeps going, and if he's a week late, he can get that back up to 10
Why'd you look at me?
You know what? That's a great tip. You want to capture that tip? Notes?
So going in yourself.
So yeah, right there on that 30
Figure out
minute, if you hit the
response
request
You'd be surprised.
button, and then
I'm ranked low on it.
just respond to
This
yourself.
motherfucker still calling. I'm like, why? You know what I mean? Why? Still call me.
You get busy, you can't respond.
And they're so frustrating too.
But it does help with the algorithm,
Sure,
though.
it
Yeah.
does.
You want to try to maintain it because what you can do, he's got his son is kind of all these guys can have on your phone. So if you don't get to it fast enough, entities you can do it. So if you have your other partners or somebody like we do, you have on your phone. You couldn't up back there?
Totally something totally different.
Okay, I'll make you send you a timeout.
Fuck?
But if everybody has the app on there, all three of you guys can work it together, right? So if you miss it and you say, oh, I don't see my dad responded or my cousin, I'm going to jump on it real quick.
Can I say a quick note, if you don't mind, really quick?
Yeah.
We didn't really. I've had a Yelp account for over 7 years. We didn't do shit with it. I never did nothing with it. And one day, I got in a hold of Tony. I said, "Hey, Tony, we need to do something with Yelp. Let's just do something." He made this what it is now, 3 months. It was fast, and he would just send me jobs, and I was like, "Where are you getting them?" He goes, "Yelp." I said, "Get the fuck out of here." I've gotten one job from Yelp in 7 years. Well, now I was averaging one job a day from Yelp, and he was doing all his jobs from Yelp. So what he did and this response time, it's a big deal. I think it's response time. But look at how many pictures you got up there?
That too, and I have 199 pictures. So
Yeah,
I am constantly,
that helps out a lot.
I post it on there, and I write a little description of what I've done. So I think
The description on the
because
pictures
algorithm
is a
keeping it
must.
relevant, updated.
Say where you're
fresh.
at, what
So,
you're doing.
And
You wanna
it's
fake
nice
it?
too because
You
when they
don't?
go look at
You wanna
this,
fake
go,
the few
holy
first
man,
ones? Do
I'm
it.
calling this guy's a stud. So I got my card on here. I got my son helping me out, but I just keep doing it. And that's another reason they call me all the time because they call me and go, "Oh my God, you got an awesome Yelp page, all these pictures."
Yeah.
And so really, guys, you should be paying me to be on Yelp. So they should be doing. But it really helps. But everything that we do, refrigerators,
Crack.
here's our logo, but. But this really, the customer sees you actually working. I don't know, Dave, if you went out there and Junk Authority.
Yeah.
Show how if they're doing stuff like this. I mean, I would charge you $1,000 just to take you to this without charging $8,000.
Right.
You get something out of it. But having pictures too is really, really important because you also want to take these pictures and be updating your website and changing them out because Google likes that as well too because they see, hey, it's not stagnant and it's fresh.
I've
So
heard.
some of the-
Go ahead.
They were talking about on Facebook and stuff like that. Google likes you to do the same amount every week. If you do 2 this week, don't wait a month and do this, and did 3.
I don't know, man. I do it every weekend. Every job I do every time. And I put
saying they like consistency. It's like just, if you do, like maybe that was just a Facebook they were talking.
well,
about.
it could be, but if the more you can do it, the merrier. I think keeping it fresh.
Right.
Because neat thing about your camera, wherever you're at, every city. So if I'm in Frisco, it registers that you're in Frisco. So when you post it on here, it has that reading from where you're at. And so that makes it nice too. When people are searching, they see, oh, he's been in Frisco. So if you click on it, I always tell them where I'm. Well, dropping off a 12-yard dumpster in Rockwall, Texas. Just put something really small. Yes,
Tony,
sir.
how long did that take you to do that?
What?
That picture.
Oh, seconds. Take a picture.
So it didn't take you a minute to do.
No. It takes
Less
about
than a
30
minute,
seconds. So you upload it from your iPhone. You put it in there. You hit save, and then it says, "Hey, you can write a description." You save it again, and boom, it's there. But you put this into your little description, and I think that I believe, just like Google, it helps with the algorithm of when people are searching for specific things. You're talking about it here, real brief, in at least what city. Because here in DFW, we have several a lot of small cities, suburban or metroplex, right? And so you want to let people know you're all over the place, and they see you. And another thing, if I was a customer, if I look at all these pictures, what does that tell you? I'm doing a lot of freaking jobs, professional as well, but I'm doing a lot of work. So I want to call this guy because my perception is, man, huh?
It speaks volume.
Yeah, it speaks volume. And they're all different pictures. And if you guarantee, if you go to 800 Junk Kings or anybody else, they only have about 5 or 10 pictures that they use for all of them. So they're not even fresh. They use the same ones. They're not doing anything different. But we're showing, hey, we got mattresses. We're not talking about where's the guy was talking about. Where's Bubba? Yeah. See, pictures of mattresses. This is my truck. I mean, it's making money. Big truck, but dumpster pictures. Here's one of our corporate accounts, Target, that we can do work at. Busting out a hot tub. But they see, here's a basketball. But they see, oh, look at the items that they do carry. I just go click on their pictures. And another thing that's big too, I've been taking pictures of my customers. And since I don't pay for this, I can't pick in the sequence of how I want them, because why pay for it? While I'm getting things out of, but I'm getting a lot of comments of me with customers. So if you can get the customers in a picture with you, do a little selfie, they love it too, and post that out there, because then they see you. Besides the pictures, hey, I'm actually doing jobs, because I got customers to show you that I'm doing work.
The guy in the corner, all the way to the bottom, he was in my video the other day. I did his house too.
Yeah, and he's a veteran as well too. But yeah,
that's right.
And this day it was raining, so I put in there, hey, rain all day, we're still doing junk removal, out there as well. But
they know you're not making it up because you actually have a customer.
Yeah, you have a customer there too. Yeah, so and that speaks volume when they see proof, and that's why Junk Mob. I was like, man, dude, maybe you're making 2 million gross sales, but I never see a video you doing a job at all. So it's hard for me to buy into his program. Maybe if he was doing it like Ricardo's doing it here, that might be something you want to buy into. But take as many pictures as you can. Besides the videos, they both help, but pictures speak volume. You can post videos on Yelp, but they charge you, I think.
I noticed you're not doing like before and after. You're doing more action shots.
Yeah, I'm doing after. Yeah, just to make sure it depends. I mean, if I have a lot of jobs, I'm tired. I'm just trying to get the picture in with the customer before I leave, so I can go to the next job. Yes, sir.
How do you keep track of, where people hear from you, and two, where you're on Yelp, you're on, Craigslist, you're getting stuff from all. How do you keep track of that stuff to know if it's?
Don't do a very good job right now. It's hard based on our schedules. I was asking Ricardo, I asked him a little bit. We don't do a very good job on that. And that's something I want to do.
Let me chime in for a second. I don't think you need to keep track of it. If the phone's ringing and you're making money, you know what I mean?
No, I think it's a good point. You're still making money, but from just some statistics to where you spend your effort at, it's kind of nice to know, in my opinion.
I think if you're not as established as you guys are, and you're trying to figure out, where you should be spending your time.
If this works or this doesn't
work.
Yeah, does this work? Should I spend money on here? This was a total waste of money.
Yeah.
So,
well,
I just asked.
I need that fucking light. Unplug that light and bring it over here. Hold on.
But a lot of it is
Go get me a light inside. Hang on. Don't get me a light. No. Hey, give me one of those standing lights. It had the silver oval. It's black. It's over here on the left.
Paper with a box on it, Yelp, Google, website, say click one, because they say online, they're just in a
Hey,
hurry.
camera.
Online.
My camera's behind you,
Oh,
okay?
you're asking what social media did you find me on? Yeah, be specific. Like what social media did you find me on, Yelp or Craigslist? But
Yeah, it wasn't more because I know because I always ask where you're from.
Yeah.
And they tell us it's more about keeping track, especially when you guys are as busy as you are. What is working and.
well, and that's what's kind of good too. If your wife helps you, like he's got 2 sons, we can kind of conquer and divide because it can be very overwhelming. You're trying to stay on top of all of it. There's not enough hours in a day when you're busy.
Yeah, go get it.
Go ahead. That's why you kind of go ahead.
No, go ahead, finish. I'm sorry.
That's why we try to conquer and divide some of this stuff because
That's why you shouldn't interrupt people.
All the ones that are free on all of them and keeping it updated. You don't want stuff that's sitting there forever because it tracks you the last time you post something on Google Business here. Here, I know it does because of algorithm. Because when I start putting more pictures, I put more description, and automatically I'll start getting quotes out of the blue, and I'll start responding to them and get jobs from them as well. And I've been staying on top of it, and then calls, and then if you look. I have my password. If I sign into the activity, it's really interesting too because they show you all the different activities you sign in your logs. How many people are being directed to your website, and they just think how much that SEO is being built up just for being clicked on from Yelp going to your webpage. It's really neat. Or people calling you. So from Yelp you can because it'll tell you on the account on your activity page. You familiar with what I'm talking about? Yeah. Do you have Yelp?
No, I don't.
Okay, get on Yelp. It's really important to build up. Yes.
Can you have a, you know, if you track it up, different numbers?
White bulbs.
Just have a Yelp number and all that.
Fucking
Because
bulbs.
you get these things, we get the
One that's turned off.
$40 a month or whatever.
It's up to you if you can. I mean,
Because you're only using like 3-4 things, your website, that.
yeah, but we have multiple domain names too. We got a lot of different numbers, and we should use our. So I mean, it just depends on if you want to or not. I mean, I wouldn't get too many. I mean, again, it's kind of talk to your budget. Where you want to spend all your overhead expenses off, and where your big bang for your buck. So it's all kind of some personal preference a little bit, and some is by trial by error on that part. So, but the main thing too is that I mean you need to put an 800 number. It all depends too. I mean, some people use ringtone where they get an 800 number as well. Where you can use that on all your social media, or you get a couple of different cell phones. So it all depends on how you're going to operate your phone. Definitely would never recommend having a call center do it like some of the big boys do it because it takes the personal out of it too. And plus, we're all got different schedules. I want to be booking my own jobs, and I want to know what I'm picking at. Right?
Better.
And then if they say, hey,
Look how it shows
can
better.
you work out a deal? Then
It was yellow a while ago.
Yeah, I can knock $10 off to get the job.
So I'm going to click over here.
Some of the
Yeah,
call
I'll go to
centers,
the
they're
it's live right
going
now.
to build a business and
I'm
won't-
gonna click
you
here
don't
and
have
go to
that
him.
authority to
So
speak
he's
for
live
it,
right
So you
now.
want to be speaking
Go
for
back to
yourself.
him. That's pretty cool.
But
like-
pictures
Wow,
besides
a lot of
videos,
cameras, you know what I mean?
videos
Yeah.
are good too.
Hold it
A
down.
lot of pictures of
Got
you doing
that.
different things. And
Hold
a
it
lot of
down.
pictures we have your
Got
customers
that.
in there too, because that speaks volume.
Put this
They're
camera.
happy, he's smiling, you got your arm around
And then
them.
go and show multiple
What
pictures.
else do I need to say?
Do you have those in the daily?
No, that's the Mevo.
Where
That's
are
pretty
those
cool.
different?
No, they're, well,
It's got good lighting
they're
right now.
saved on my phone, so they're the photos. So I'll automatically upload them to my phone, my Yelp account. But I can save them as a JPEG.
It doesn't matter.
No. But it's nice too, so really too, if you don't have a very good phone, you should invest in your phone because it's more powerful, handy than your laptop. You're not going to be counting your laptop to do your jobs, you're stuck somewhere, go in the bathroom for 30 or 40 minutes or so. You can do a lot of work in the bathroom off your, and you can post, you can respond to Yelp. I mean, upload pictures. I mean, there's a lot of things you can do. And there's apps and everything out there. And if there's Craig app. I don't know, who's got Craig app on their phone? I do. So if you want to post, you can just post from your phone. You don't have to worry about getting on your laptop. And you can get home. What do you want to do? I'm going to go to bed. Or, spend time with kids or whatever. But, so it's real important to keep this updated and fresh with pictures. And if you're not hitting the algorithm yet, you will. Just keep posting your pictures. I don't know how I did it, but I get a lot of hits from this now. And of course I got Yelp. That's the con. I got them calling me once a month. Hey, Mike, you want to get an ad, purchase an ad from us?
Thanks, brother.
Or if you pay this amount, we can have your pictures in sequence. That I'm fine. Thank you so much.
And Ricardo told me the other day, to add more pictures. The very next day I got a call, and I never get a call from a customer from Yelp. So just adding pictures must have got me up a little bit.
Well, got too, but
You're welcome.
Look at you. I want to see who's come to my house, and are you actually how to remove a hot tub, or are you actually hauling stuff off, or are you going to come rip me off? Or hey, what's your equipment look like? Oh, shit, that's a pretty cool looking dumpster trailer. Nice truck. I'm gonna call this guy. He must be doing something right because the perception is, besides me, my equipment looks good too. My vehicle. And I got all these happy smiling faces, and I got 12 5-star reviews. I got more of that, but
Scroll down a little bit more.
They're not caught up in that.
I notice your smile's bigger when you're with women. Just gonna point that out.
Well, and plus if I'm my last job and I'm tired, I'm like, okay, I just want to get my picture in. But yeah, that small too is important too.
White probably knows that too.
Oh yeah.
He could be like, who's this lady?
Somebody sit down there. Somebody sit down there. Because I got too much glare.
Free social media.
There we go.
And you call us whatever. I mean, I don't have DFW JunkGuys.com. I just put DFW JunkGuys. Then we have JunkGuys.com. So whatever you want, if you want, So you guys got two different businesses. I mean, you can just call something else that's catchy, and you still have your domain name here. Because when you set your profile up, phone number, here, boom, right here. They click on that, boom.
Oh, right there, that's SEO too.
That's what I was talking about.
Quick note, really quick, as Yelp.
Boom.
Yelp doesn't like. Google does not like Yelp, and Yelp is suing Google right now at this moment. It was on 2020, and the reason is because if you type in restaurant, the Yelps don't come up first. It's the Google reviews, and then the Yelps underneath. Back in the day, it used to be backwards. It used to be Yelp reviews and Google reviews.
Well, that's what we were talking earlier. I think you missed the pros and cons. Yeah.
Fucking band, goddamn band over there. We're like, they're singing some songs and all.
Well, that's okay, but that's why it's important to have several different social medias out there with your postings and your name and stuff, so you can get different sources of businesses contacting you from these different social media sources.
So
More the
you were
merrier.
saying that you add another name as opposed to DFW Junk Guys?
Yeah, we have another one out there under his
So
account.
I did that the other day. Him and I were working on it.
Yeah.
The next day, it kicked me off.
It did?
It did.
Did you use a different number?
No, I used the same number,
No.
but I used a different...
Domain name? You need to use a different number. We got different numbers on these.
That's what
You might want to try that, yeah. I would have used... And then you might just want to use different phone numbers and different domain name too. So they do register that, so I think, it's kind of like Google catches
Domain
something.
name was different. but
Was
phone
it?
number
Yeah,
was the
so you
same.
want to do a different phone number.
Okay.
I haven't got it all figured out yet because we do have a separate, so I haven't run into that issue, but it's good to have one. You have one, your kids have one. Be different or the same. No, it's got to be different, but if you want to say, hey, I want to do Frisco Junk Guys and have a different, phone number and information on there, you should be okay. And still connected to our domain name, because the other one that we have set, we have a different number, but both of them are going to DFW Junk Guys, and we haven't had any issues yet. So that's key too. Yeah. So, but when you do start getting quotes, the response time, I'll tell you, it's very, very important. So you can be ranked up here on the top 5 or 6. And you see it shows my response time is 10 minutes. So that's real key in pictures. I mean, I can't tell you enough about getting pictures and what you're doing. It's all easier doing videos. I mean, I let Ricardo do videos. I used to do videos, but it slows me down. So I know he does them, so that's enough. But the pictures are priceless, because you need those pictures to constantly update your social media, your web page and stuff. And they're time stamped on the cities that you're in, which helps too. So if somebody's looking for Frisco and you got pictures stamped behind that page, it helps bring them to your social media page as well. So that's real important, real key. So all right, so most important thing too, make sure you guys, so we can all do reviews, give Joseph, so ours, mine, so I expect reviews in a week from I should see that thing go up by 20 folds. Many people out here, and then vice versa. Yeah, so that does help. So make sure you get that information to Joseph before you leave, of your name, and make sure you have it out right, because if you don't have it right, it'd be hard. I want to make sure I find it if you're in a different state. Make sure you spell it out real clearly for us. So, any other questions?
I have one. How do you keep your cool? Because one thing that I've learned from y'all, that I'm barely learning from y'all, and this is all to everybody who's new like me.
Yeah.
When they call you, hey, well, how much you gonna charge for this, or how much you gonna charge for that? What I've learned from Ricardo and Tony is that, like, if you want to say keep it between $100 to $200. You know what I'm saying? Because that kind of messed me over just the other day, because it's a response time, and then they want to know what's the price real quick. If they send you a picture, they want to know, hey, well, what is it? And so you got to say, hey, well, I'm going to keep it between 150 to 200. Like that. You ain't killing them, and you ain't killing yourself when they get there, because pictures could be deceiving now.
Yeah, they are.
And another question is, how do you keep your cool? Because they want to say, oh, well, it's too much, and they.
Well, the thing is, you can't take it personal, right?
Right.
I mean, you just say yes. You tell them too that you are independent, and I say I'm pretty sure our prices will be any of the big box. I said, I recommend.
What are some of the?
What I do, what I recommend, I say, hey, do this. Call Junk King or call 100 Junk, and tell them exactly what you told me what you have, and see what they quote you. Okay. 9 times out of 10, they're calling me back. But I'm not afraid of telling them to go call other people and get other estimates, because all that does makes you even look better. Because I know our price is already cheap enough, or compared to everybody else and what we charge. And now, if it's not, I'll be by 10%. And if they bite, and you got them. If they don't, you just move on.
But you do that, right? You keep it under. Oh well, it looks like it's going to be 100.
Yeah. Well, yeah. I try to keep an estimate on base, because you tell them up front, be honest, and say, look, just based on what I see, here's my estimate. Now, when I get there, it could be more, because sometimes pictures are deceiving. And if you explain it to them up front and they're professional, they're pretty understanding. When you get there and they says, oh.
And then you get there and they batted on some stuff.
Well, you let them know.
What I mean? Have y'all got there?
Yeah.
Have y'all? And you're like, hey, wait a minute, this ain't the same picture that dressing was that refrigerator. Yeah. They do take pictures of half of it.
Oh yeah.
You're like, or they don't tell you how tall the. Do y'all ask those questions?
Oh yeah. But I do that too. But I tell you, I said this is my estimate, but it could change when I get there, because the picture doesn't always show you the reality of how big the pole is.
What do they say to that? What do they say to that?
They understand. Most of them say okay.
Okay.
And if you get there, you still work out. I won't pick anything until you get the price settled first. You never want to haggle afterwards. Always get it worst out first, because worst thing.
Between this and between that is what you're talking about.
That's what I'm telling you. Yeah, but once I get there, yeah, the price could change, because, like you say, here's one pile. The one angle. There might be two piles, and they'll give you one pile.
Yeah.
You just tell them, and here's the estimate. Here's what I'm gonna charge. You're okay with that? Right. If they're not, then you walk away.
Like on FAR, have y'all gone and asked? Okay, because I have a trailer. They say, well, how much you charge for a trailer, right? We're not supposed to charge for the trailer. It's just the job, right?
No. The industry standard, and this is kind of be a good thing. This Junk Removal Association, the industry standard is how much you fill rate. So if you look at Junk Kings 1-800
to fill your whole truck.
Yeah. So here's the max, and you look on the homepage. They have a truck, right? Some have trailers. Full 400, some are 500, depending on how long they are. Half full, half the price,
right.
A quarter full. And then I also say, hey, if it's a truck, it's $100, 125, right?
Right.
So
okay, now you have a half a trailer, which is maybe what, 250. But see now, but to get your half trailer full, you have to walk a long distance, or you got to tear something down, or you know what I mean.
That's cost doing business.
So that you tell them 250, but and then you're losing out because you got to walk a block away.
I always ask.
Yeah.
You ask. So you ask and all that, right?
That's why over a certain end.
That's why I've already taken out the what I say on my trailers is like, well, I do 500, but it has to be 2 to 3 loads more, because sometimes I'm dealing with new construction sites, so they want to come at you.
We say I don't. I try. I stay away from that, right? I mean,
but I tell them I just pick up the wood, the box.
Now the construction site, if it's but if it's wood and sheetrock, that's where that's where the dumpster comes in handy. You know what? I don't do that, but I got a dumpster. I rent dumpsters.
Right.
I rent you my dumpster, and you can load it yourself. That's the kicker about having dumpsters. You don't have them yet
because they're on a time limit.
Oh, I know.
What I mean?
know. No,
because they're building the whole house, the whole block.
No. I'm with you on that part. That's why I don't do that.
Yeah,
I mean, because I don't.
That's where I've been at. I've gotten 500, a load per load. Yeah. So that's where I'm at.
And that's more work too, because all that stuff is spread around the house. I mean, it's time
value
of money.
Just that cubicle.
Oh, the cubicle. Yeah. I charge a flat rate. Okay.
Load. Sometimes they have 3 or 4 of them. That's cool.
Yeah.
But I tell them no rocks, and then I work out a deal with them. I tell them no rocks, just the wood and the sheetrock. No rocks, no brick, nothing heavy like that. But and then if I work out a deal with them, right, I'll start setting out the rocks and the concrete, on another one. Then I'll take that because they don't charge for concrete right over there in Fort Worth. They don't. They don't charge for, you could go and dump it for free. So the only thing you're gonna charge is just the load. Put it in and then take it over there. So
distance and stuff. I've been really lucky. I mean, from the travel time where I back up, I haven't had that issues that you had. But if it's far, you can bring that up. I mean, so each job is different, and unique, and how you bid it, and you get there and you work with the customer and what you see. I mean, there's been a couple times that the customer wouldn't bid, and I just walk away.
Yeah, you got to walk away.
I mean, you got to in a professional manner, because there's some out there that are going to try to screw you over and see how they can lowball you, and then I just move on. Now, we're fortunate because we do get a lot of business. We can do that. Now, some, can't do it, then that's something you have to work out with the customer and say, okay, I'm just going to suck it up and do it on that aspect of it. But you know, I get more specific on what we charge from a fill rate because always tell them, okay, here's the industry standard. I always throw that in there, so I let them know, hey, even though we're independent, we're not a big box. We follow the same format that they follow and be consistent. And you let them know that, hey, here's the fees of what size trailer we have, and this is what we charge. We're still cheaper than Junk Kings 800 Junk. So
I noticed one thing they were doing up there at JRA. They would say if you had like a 15-yard truck or trailer, that's like 6 pickup bed loads. So that gives the people, an idea how big your trailer or your truck is.
Well, you can say that too, but here's the problem: it depends who's stacking it. So I always put average because some people just throw it and don't break it down. And we try every time I go. I always try to break stuff down for the customer to let them know. Say, hey, one thing we do too, if it's a table made of wood, I try to break it down because I don't try to have dead space.
Right.
And that helps. It means a lot too, and that's where you get your referrals too. So depending on how well customer service you provide and how well you get a job, you're gonna get repeat business from them, or they're gonna refer you. But it is tough when you get pictures because I always tell them, hey, this is what I see, and I say, sometimes when you get there, pictures are deceiving, so it could be more. Is that okay? And most times they say, yeah, I understand. So if you're always just upfront and tell them and explain to them why, most people are pretty good about that. So, okay, come on. Come on by, because they already see your picture and, see
They're
your
using the
equipment.
filters, huh? Like the girls on Facebook. They use the filters. No, I'm playing.
No, I'm telling you, dude, if you clean cut, a picture of you and, I'm lucky. I'm veterinary. It'll work from him because he's a fireman. That kind of puts a head in the game a little bit because it's just people love vets, right?
Hey Tony, I got mine pulled up and
Yeah.
I don't see a request a quote button.
Request a quote.
Yeah.
You might not have it yet because you might not be in the algorithm yet. You might not have it because you
I know.
You haven't had to build up yet.
I
didn't have this when I first started either. I didn't start getting this until I started adding a lot of pictures. Oh, settings too?
Yeah, you asked for it.
Oh, okay, maybe so. It's been a long time I had this on here. Yeah. But to get quotes, well, they can request a quote from you directly. It's in your settings, but I'm talking about to get quotes. It took me a while to be part of that algorithm. That's what I meant on that part, Michael.
By the part of the what?
So there's two sides of this. You can have request quotes on there and set up on your settings, and the other part is getting quotes when people are requesting stuff and being part of that algorithm, so it'll come to you. That's the other piece of it too. That's what I was talking about. But yeah, this two you want to set up under settings. Any other questions? 'Cause we got Dave.
Well, this was not about Yelp, but you said you don't use Home Advisor. Why not?
Don't need it.
Okay.
Yeah, that one's. You can go out there and create a profile for free just to be out there, but really, if you look at the analytics, it's going to be Yelp, a big one that's free, and Google Business out there as well.
When there was in my old business, I used it was called something else, Service Magic, I think. But what they'd do is they would start using your website to get them built up, and they'd link it to theirs, and then you'd have 4 of your competitors. So you're using your marketing for marketing other people, which is I didn't like that at all.
I think too, like the Angie's List, they've got burnt a lot of people because you always had to pay, even if you were a customer back then. So, our big part is Google Business is big, Yelp and Craigslist, and of course our domain name, and YouTube. Those are big key ones that we use.
So you're basically just using them. You're not really doing the SEO on your website.
We got them linked back to our website from a WordPress.
That is basically doing your SEO.
Yeah, that's it. Yeah.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Yeah, exactly.
Okay.
Yeah.
We're not doing anything magic.
Okay.
We're not David Copperfield. That's not David Blaine. We're just.
So we're using so what you're doing, hey Dave? No, so that's this point where we're talking about Craigslist. So now you before in Craigslist you were able to put your domain name, click on it. Well, them just copying over it and putting it in the Google search up here.
Right.
That's building SEOs for free.
Yeah, you
Just
thought
by doing
clicking that inbound link and having it out going to your website, that's SEO right there. That is traveling information. There's content in there. That was good. But when people actually were copying and pasting it, that was even better.
Yeah.
It's like 10 times better.
Well, just like right here.
And it was still the same algorithm that was out there 6 years ago. I'm pretty sure they hadn't changed that one. You know what I mean?
Ricardo,
So, it
wipe
was
your
great.
lip here. You got some white stuff on there.
Oh shit.
Hey, Dave.
Damn it, I told you.
So just like this right here, this is free SEO right here. They're clicking on here and going to our
So
homepage.
you're basically using Yelp,
Yeah,
you're using Craigslist, and Google Business.
Facebook too. Yeah, Google Business and
Facebook,
YouTube.
Google Business.
So everybody that goes and watch the videos too. He's got the links. They click on it.
Oh,
Boom,
money
it's
for
ranking.
me.
Yeah. Well, see right here
Every
is
time you Junk Express, every time you clicked on it,
yeah.
fuck you.
So that's right here. That's SEO going to my homepage, building it up.
You too. You seen one of my
Helps the
videos?
rankings.
So that's why you should do a YouTube.
Well, YouTube's good. You should do it all if you can.
Oh, I'm gonna get into YouTube tomorrow. You'll be surprised.
Yeah, but you should. I mean, you should do it all because he does a lot more videos. And I do a lot more pictures too, and we share the pictures and use them because having pictures, you can see on Yelp. This is important because you got to look at the different age group categories. Who goes to YouTube? It's more the younger generation. Some pretty much. So a lot of people use Yelp too, but you want to have pictures of what you're doing too, so you can use on Facebook and Yelp and Google Business. Both of them. So you can do both. If not, start with pictures first and then start doing videos.
Can you pull up your Google Business with that?
No, I can't on
That's
this
that
one.
same 550
On this computer.
truck
I can
we
do it on
had
the other
wrapped?
computer. Huh?
Is that the same 550 truck you had back there?
No.
No, this is my truck. Old truck
that's
we used to
your
have.
truck.
Yeah, that's an older truck we used to have. That was we used it just for advertising,
Yeah, it didn't last. This is one that broke down on me a lot, but
and we gave it.
I spent $1,000. Yeah, it's like that movie, The Money Pit, where the guy's been throwing money at the house.
No. I think
I was throwing money at it all the
It was a
time.
big money pit for
Yeah,
us.
that's
but
why I wouldn't buy
I
it.
manipulated it, and we took advantage of it and made it.
Oh yeah,
Marketing.
doing this is it paid off for on the marketing side. I have no
No,
but
yeah.
It had
but
6.0 in it.
I used to make fun of him.
No,
but it did pay off.
had what was that? It was not a 6.7. It was a 7.4, 7.3.
That's a good one.
7.3 is usually the good.
Oh, it
Yeah,
was a
but
good
it's
trouble.
other stuff. Yeah.
Oh, transmission.
But-
fluids? Okay.
Again, if you so we're going to talk more. I mean, we're talking about wraps and stuff, but you know what? A wrap, I will spend money on a wrap any day. Decals are great if you don't have the budget, but having your wrap and having a nice sharp trailer pulling it, I tell you, it speaks volume.
What does an average wrap cost you?
Again, well, depends, first of all, average. Well, it depends how. That's a
you
single
want it,
cab.
how graphic.
I had this one made. I spend $1,200 or $1,000. So again, it probably cost me $1,500. Depends where you get it at too. I use a company called Stingray, but I tell you, it speaks volume when you see it because it's 24/7 marketing for you, man.
Right.
I mean,
Not
decals
only
are fine.
That, they see it on all your other stuff.
Oh, they see it on your other stuff too, and it matches your trailer and everything else.
They see it going down the street.
But it has their logo and everything else. But yeah, it sticks out. Boom. I like the
That's all junk.
yeah.
It looks good that
Too.
wrap.
Yeah.
Really good.
So if you have a good, nice, clean wrap, eventually spend money on it because it'll pay you tenfolds. Decals are okay. I mean, we don't have the budget there, but like we talked about this, you're graduating up to other stuff to improve your business.
I've had people call me on the street when they're behind me in traffic. I've been in Lowe's and they said, "Hey, we're outside. We see your truck. Can you give us a quote on something?" I had people call and tell me, "Hey, we want to ask them, how'd you hear about us? Oh, we saw one of your trucks." At that time, I only had one truck, so it's the only truck they saw. But they believe that when the truck is wrapped, they don't know if it's the same truck or it's a ton of trucks. So that's the best investment I ever made in my business is wrapping it.
Yeah.
And you got a good deal, didn't you? Was it? How much was
I
it?
don't quite recall. I believe, I think it was $2,500
Yeah.
to wrap
But
it.
they wrap the whole truck. The bed,
wrap
the
the whole
cab,
entire
the whole truck. You can't even see the paint on it.
Yeah.
anymore, right?
Yeah. Now, some of them won't wrap completely the top of the hood because you save a little money. I mean, my wrap came up here and it stopped. You can't tell, but
Is that a full wrap or is it just the doors?
no, it's a full wrap. It's a full wrap.
Everything but the top.
Just at the top right here, it's not. But yeah, it came all the way back. So, and it looks good. It really does. When you're driving down the road, yeah, like you said, I had people when I was driving this will call me. When you're talking to them, they're looking at you, but it just sticks out. Decals are not bad, but if you can graduate and spend the money, invest it, if you want to know what to invest your money back in your business, besides the dumpsters, is your wrap. You can get that figured out on your design. There's a lot of companies that will go ahead and build a design first for you, and then you can pay for it. But $1,000, $1,200, that's not too bad for 24/7. And this is something you can write off every year, marketing, as an expense. So, okay, any other questions? I know we're behind. Yes.
How did you land you said you have a contract with Target, right? And some other
By them calling us.
apartments?
Yeah.
That's just how, And y'all kept going to him and going to him, so now y'all have a contract, or how did that contract stand?
Well, he's got some written. Ours is verbal. Nelly I know well. I've known her for a year and a half now.
Oh, so you know the people.
Well, I know her by doing business with her.
Okay.
So she trusts me every time she's called me, need a dumpster. I've never said no to her.
Okay.
If I can't do it, Vic would do it or Ricardo would do it. So I've built a relationship with her. So when there's new
You
stores,
haven't signed no contract?
no,
or nothing like that?
no,
Okay,
because
man.
with her, they're able to pay me by credit card. So I don't have to, do any billing or anything,
Nothing like
30,
that.
60 days. So those are the ones I like.
Yeah.
I don't like doing billing receivables. It just drags the system down, so I always try to get payment. That's another good reason I want to lead into is be able to accept credit cards. Because if you can't, you'll lose a lot of business. A lot of people want to pay by credit card. Cash is great. Cash is king. Checks are okay, but if you don't have a score set up, and that's where you really need your DBA or your LLC, because you got to have that to either set with Square or even set up a commercial account. But you want to be able to accept credit cards.
You can set up with Venmo.
A what?
Venmo.
I'm not familiar with that, but if that works too, you don't need all that stuff? Okay. Hey, set it up with Joseph. That's something we can send out. And then Venmo is another app like Square.
VENMO. VENMO.
Yeah.
You're going to be sending out a lot of this information, right?
Yeah, awesome. Joseph, yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
I have another
I'm not going to write
question.
it down.
No, don't write it down. But credit cards, that's something you need to do. If you haven't set up for that, get set up for it because you'll lose a lot of business.
They can pay on your credit card.
I love it.
Square's a bit expensive though.
It is, but it's easy.
It's
got a
easy.
place-
Yeah.
I just signed up with them too.
Well,
It's a lot cheaper. Like
there
what
is
are you
too.
paying? 2.9 or something.
I know. But here's another deal too about using. Hey, Mike. Here's another deal too. Is when I tell people that I use Square, they're a lot more confident to give your credit card to you or the phone because you use Square. So that's another thing too. If they're familiar with it, because sometimes I do jobs where the customer's not at home. And I get down, I send pictures, and they give me a credit card. That's how I use Square. So, it's a trusted site, and so they feel comfortable if they're not there in person for me to swipe it. So that's something to think about too.
You don't.
Right.
I don't take credit cards. Say, well, you can pay me on Venmo or whatever. Right?
Yeah.
For credit cards.
Yeah. What's your other question?
Tires. That's one thing that we go through. So, do you go to any?
When you get
any-
flat,
So-
you just fix it.
I mean,
Here's
do you
where
go to
me and
anyone?
Ricardo are different on.
Do you advise me to buy some new
I
ones?
go by a car wash.
Or what would you advise?
So my dumpster I had for 3
That's what I've
years.
been doing.
I had the most expensive tires on it. I used the 14 ply
Right.
because the way they're built just for trailers, they reflect nails. Now I have some flats here and there. I haven't replaced them yet. Now they're about 125 a piece.
Right.
But this clown, he goes every week because he puts those cheap tires on. And the problem is they're not built sturdy where you can have more pounds on the back of your trailer. To me, that's
How long
important.
have you had those tires?
I had it for 3 years.
3 years?
Yeah, and I
Okay,
rotate
so
them.
it's better.
Yeah.
So you have 14 ply on your.
Yeah.
14 ply. Yeah.
They-
That's what
and-
I've been hearing.
That 550.
He's-
The 19.5s are 14 ply, aren't they?
Well, I'm talking about the truck, the trailer. The
Oh,
trailer
the trailer.
tires, yeah. Because mostly when you're backing up, you're getting more nails in your trailer because that's the extension of your truck. And I recommend and invest. To me, I think the 14 ply, they're sturdy, and they come with nails. They usually don't go all the way through, or they just kind of bounce, reflect off when you roll over them. He spends more time getting his tires replaced than I have ever had in the last 3 years.
I hate airing out my tires.
We saw the tire shop over here.
Yeah. He
Yeah,
spends
I
way
see
too much
that,
time.
yeah.
But 14 ply, I mean, it's worth the money because if
Stop posting that shit.
You should,
So
you
for
should
the
have them
14 ply,
link
then
back to you.
yeah,
You guys can link back to each other.
I recommend the
Each other's
14
back.
ply if you're going to spend a lot of time backing up the dump too,
Yeah.
because you spend less time what he's doing. He's just that's how we compliment. I'm
Right,
more of a
right.
more of a business.
You think long ways. The
Yeah,
long, the long haul.
What'd you say?
Nothing.
Okay. But yeah, 14 ply I would definitely recommend 14 ply.
14 ply.
So.
$125.
135. You can buy them on search on the internet and get them sent to you, and we have our guy, have guys put them on.
Craigslist.
Well, on Craigslist, but yeah, but it's worth it, man. I'm telling you. If you look at, because if you're down, you lose your jobs, you don't make them on time, you piss off customers. So I try to alleviate and do preventive maintenance as
You
much
gotta
as
grease
possible.
up the axles every now and then. Would you advise that to me?
I would the trailers, yeah, for
Okay.
trailers to grease them up, get
Somebody
a grease
needs to
gun.
invent a metal belt. Just stick around your tire to go to your dub, and then you just unhook it.
What? Oh, okay. Any other questions?
Q&A right now.
Huh?
This is Q&A.
Well, that's okay though. I mean, we're already running behind already.
Yeah, we are.
So,
you can go.
I was the axles and all that stuff.
well, I don't do very good on axles. I do more stuff that I can reach. I don't like getting underneath as much. So, okay. Anything else? So we can move on next topic. Go ahead.
I have a question. Since we're talking about Yelp and Google and all that, I have a way that I get reviews, but and I know not every customer is going to review. But what do you do to mitigate that to get the most amount of reviews that you can?
Well, it's very important too when you're finishing your job is ask the customer. And we have cards made up with our Yelp on there, and give them the ones you make sure it's going to write your review. But you just ask them, say, hey, it really helps my business for me to get business by my reviews. Do you mind writing one? And and make sure you're doing a good job. So if you've gone in there and the customers, if you're late, don't give them a card because you don't want a bad review. But
text them a link.
That's what I was getting at.
Yeah.
Text them.
That's what I do.
Yeah.
Well, I think both. I think you should. Well, do you tell them as well?
Yeah,
yeah,
okay. Of course. Yeah,
okay.
I do exactly what you
That's
said.
a good point too.
And then I text them if you're happy with our service today. Please take a minute to leave us a 5-star review on the link.
Yeah, I'm just trying to make it as easy as
No,
possible.
that's-
All they have to do is press the link.
Yeah,
And then
that's
they
a good point.
exactly
Once you want to add that to the list of tips and tricks. So tips and tricks would be a category for us to add on there. That's a very good point. So see, you can learn from each other. I mean, that's another great deal.